Hofstede's theory of cultural differences is a framework that helps us understand how different societies and cultures may have distinct values and behaviors. This theory focuses on 6 cultural dimensions: power distance, individualism versus collectivism, masculinity versus femininity, uncertainty avoidance, long-term versus short-term orientation, and indulgence versus restraint. The first dimension, power distance, refers to the way people in a society perceive and handle inequality and power. In cultures with high power distance, there is a significant gap between those with power and the rest of society. People in these cultures tend to accept and expect unequal power distribution. On the other hand, cultures with low power distance strive for equality and believe in minimizing power gaps. The second dimension, individualism versus collectivism, is about the balance between individual goals and the collective well-being. In individualistic cultures, people tend to prioritize their personal goals and autonomy, while in collectivist cultures, the focus is on group harmony and the welfare of the community as a whole. The third dimension, masculinity versus femininity, refers to the extent to which a society values traditionally masculine or feminine traits. Cultures that prioritize masculinity tend to value assertiveness, competition, and material success. On the other hand, cultures that emphasize femininity place greater importance on relationships, care for others, and quality of life. The fourth dimension, uncertainty avoidance, deals with how a culture deals with ambiguity and uncertainty. Cultures with high uncertainty avoidance strive to minimize ambiguity and prefer clear regulations and rules. In contrast, cultures with low uncertainty avoidance are more open to ambiguity and tolerate a certain level of unpredictability. The fifth dimension, long-term versus short-term orientation, focuses on the perspective of time. Cultures with a long-term orientation prioritize virtues such as persistence, thriftiness, and embracing future rewards. Conversely, cultures with a short-term orientation emphasize immediate gratification and value the present moment. The last dimension, indulgence versus restraint, refers to the extent to which a society allows for indulgence in pleasure and gratification of basic desires. Cultures that promote indulgence tend to prioritize personal enjoyment, whereas cultures that lean towards restraint emphasize self-control and the suppression of gratification. In addition to Hofstede's theory, another framework relevant to understanding cultural differences is face negotiation theory. This theory explores the ways in which people from different cultures manage and maintain their self-image or face during social interactions. It examines how individuals handle conflicts, negotiations, and saving face, taking into account cultural norms and expectations. To develop cultural intelligence and navigate effectively in diverse cultural settings, individuals can focus on 4 key areas: cognitive, motivational, metacognitive, and behavioral aspects. Cognitive cultural intelligence involves developing knowledge and understanding of different cultural practices, values, and beliefs. It enables individuals to recognize and interpret cultural cues correctly and adapt their behavior accordingly. Motivational cultural intelligence refers to the interest and motivation to engage with diverse cultures. Individuals with high motivational cultural intelligence are inclined to seek out cultural experiences, learn from others, and develop an appreciation for different perspectives. Metacognitive cultural intelligence involves awareness and the ability to monitor and control one's own cultural assumptions and biases. It enables individuals to reflect on their cultural behaviors and critically evaluate their effectiveness in cross-cultural contexts. Behavioral cultural intelligence focuses on the ability to effectively and appropriately adapt one's behavior in different cultural settings. It includes skills such as verbal and non-verbal communication, negotiation strategies, and conflict resolution techniques that are culturally sensitive and adaptive. In conclusion, understanding Hofstede's theory of cultural differences and face negotiation theory can provide valuable insights into the complexities of intercultural interactions. Developing cultural intelligence in cognitive, motivational, metacognitive, and behavioral aspects can help individuals navigate effectively and build successful relationships in diverse cultural contexts. By embracing and respecting cultural differences, we can foster mutual understanding and collaboration across cultures for a more interconnected and harmonious world.